My pumpkin and crispy chickpea salad is a great dinner or lunch option. I'm having it for dinner. It has roasted pumpkin, salty feta cheese, creamy toasted pine nuts, crispy chickpeas, and it's drizzled with a honey balsamic vinaigrette. Does that sound good to you guys? This is what we're going to be making today. This is the star of the show, the pumpkin, so let's begin with that. You want to carefully peel your pumpkin using a large knife, and then you're going to cut it into roughly 1-inch cubes. You want to spread that onto a baking tray and drizzle it with some olive oil and some salt, and we're going to bake this on 220 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes. Then you want to take it out of the oven, flip all of those delicious pumpkin pieces over and bake for a further 20 minutes. Take it out of the oven and allow it to come to room temperature, but you can use these warm in your salad if you like. Let's move on to the chickpeas. These are absolutely delicious and so crispy. You want to make sure that you wash your chickpeas and that you dry them really, really well. Otherwise, these won't go crispy. So that's a really important step. Add the drained and washed chickpeas to a baking tray lined with baking paper. We're going to season these with some garlic powder and paprika. Sprinkle them with just a little bit of salt. A little bit goes a long way here. Lastly, drizzle on some olive oil and mix to coat well. Place the tray on the middle rack and bake on 200 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. These are going to go so crispy, they are phenomenal. Let's head over to our stove because we're going to toast our pine nuts on a skillet. Now, you'll want to be careful here because if you walk away, these will burn really quickly. So make sure that you're stirring constantly. Once you can see they've gone a nice golden color, it's time to take them off the heat and set them aside to cool down. Okay, so the pumpkin and chickpeas are almost at room temperature, so let's get this all started. For our dressing, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, 1.5 tablespoons of honey, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and we're going to mix that up. The last thing we want to do is clean and dry our cos lettuce. We're going to roughly chop that up, and then we are going to chop up some baby spinach. Add that to your serving bowl along with the pumpkin, 3/4 of the feta and 3/4 of the pine nuts, and half of the crispy chickpeas. Add the dressing on top and toss to coat and combine everything. Then sprinkle the top with the remaining ingredients, and you can serve this warm or cold. Yum! This looks so delicious. Side note, I've tested this recipe so I know what it tastes like, but I'm still super excited to taste it again. And I'm excited for you guys to try this recipe out. If you want to do that, description box below is where you find the recipe. I'm going to give this a go. This is going to be my dinner tonight. I should get some pumpkin. Okay, first of all, this is going to be a phenomenal dinner. That's number 1. Number 2, let me describe to you what this tastes like. So there's like the caramelized pumpkin, super sweet, but a little bit salty because we added the salt. And then we've got the salty feta cheese, the crispy, almost like croutons chickpeas, and the really deliciously creamy toasted pine nuts and the lettuce. And I'm gonna go to a private space with this salad and I'll be back. I do need to say goodbye first though. So, if you want to grab the recipe again, description box below, go grab it. I've got loads of other great recipes you can try. This makes a really good lunch recipe, so give it a go for lunch, but I'm gonna have it for dinner, so it's a good dinner option as well. If you guys have any suggestions, ideas, or anything that you want to see me make on this channel, all the best ideas come from you guys. Leave it in the comments down below or just say hello. I love hearing from you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell, and oh, there's more videos over there if you like. You can watch those for free. I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Scran line. I'm gonna go now.